Are you a realtor or loan officer, or you just want to learn more about real estate? If that's the case, you're in the right place. It's another beautiful summer day here in Austin, Texas. Talk about a crazy market this year. Wow, my 25 plus years as a real estate appraiser, I have never, ever experienced something like this. Have you? Oh man, and the weather here in Austin is really not helping. The heat and the stage 3 drought, man, I hope you're staying cool. If you're in the real estate industry, I definitely know how you're feeling. And I know it can be hard to stay motivated when the market is down. But you know what? This is the time to stay busy, learning things and adapting to changing markets. No matter what, this is the only way to stay and be successful. Are you doing anything to help you stay afloat, stay motivated? Taking time to train and learn more about better marketing strategies and staying optimistic about the future? Post a comment below. Let me know. What actions are you taking? Always love to read the comments. And if you have any questions as well, let me know. I'll try and answer it the best I can. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Appraisal IQ podcast, your go-to podcast for all things real estate. I'm your host, Orlando Masis, and today we have an exciting topic in store for you. Appraisal myths and misconceptions, debunking common misbeliefs. The real estate market is constantly evolving, and understanding the factors that influence property values is crucial for both home buyers and sellers. So in this episode, we'll dive into some of the key elements that are shaping the current real estate landscape in your neighborhood. But before we get started, I'd like to remind our listeners to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode. Also, if you find this content valuable, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. All right, let's jump right in. Today, we'll be diving into the world of real estate appraisals. Appraisals are a crucial part of buying and selling property, but they are also often misunderstood. In this episode, we will bust some of the most common myths and misconceptions surrounding the appraisal process and shed light on the truth behind them. Myth 1, appraisal equals home inspection. One of the most common misconceptions about appraisals is that they are the same as a home inspection. Well, that's not entirely true. While both processes involve a visit to the property, their purposes and focus areas are different. The appraisal process primarily determines the fair market value of the property. The appraiser evaluates various factors like the property's size, location, condition, and recent comparable sales in the area to arrive at an unbiased estimate. On the other hand, a home inspection focuses on the condition of the property and identifies potential issues or repairs. So they serve different purposes, but both are extremely important during a real estate transaction. Myth 2, appraised value equals purchase price. Another common myth is that the appraised value will always match the purchase price agreed upon by the buyer and the seller. That's not always the case. While it's ideal for the appraised value to match the purchase price, sometimes they can differ. The appraiser's goal is to provide an unbiased and accurate estimate of the property's value, which may not always align with the buyer and seller's expectations. If the appraised value comes in lower than the purchase price, it could potentially lead to negotiations between the parties, or even impact the financing of the deal. It's essential for all parties involved to understand that the appraised value is a professional assessment based on market data. Myth 3, home improvements guarantee a higher appraisal. Many homeowners believe that making extensive renovations or improvements to their property will automatically result in a higher appraisal value. While home improvements can indeed add value to the property, not all upgrades guarantee a higher appraisal. The appraiser considers factors like the quality of the improvements, the overall condition of the property, and the market's response to those upgrades. Instead of assuming which upgrades will boost appraisal value, it's essential to research and invest in improvements that are in line with the market trends and the neighborhood. Myth 4, appraisers always work for the buyer or the seller. One prevailing myth is that appraisers work for either the buyer or the seller, leading to biased appraisal reports. In reality, appraisers are independent and impartial professionals who don't have a stake in the transaction's outcome. They are licensed and follow strict ethical standards to provide unbiased appraisal reports. Their duty is to deliver an objective opinion of the property's value based on factual data and market analysis. So there you have it, the truth behind some of the most common appraisal myths and misconceptions. Appraisals are a vital part of the real estate process, and understanding how they work can make a significant difference in any property transaction. We hope this episode has helped clarify any confusion you may have had about appraisals. If you found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this information. With that said, that's all for today's episode of the Appraisal IQ podcast. We hope you found this discussion valuable. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore more exciting topics in the world of real estate. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out to us on our website or social media channels. Until next time, this is Orlando Masis, Chief Appraiser at Appraisal IQ, signing off. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.